dipersembahkan oleh
Ya, Anda masih bersama kami di Prime Interview dan kita membahas mengenai peluang industri asuransi di Indonesia. Masih bersama Group Chief Executive Prudential PLC, Mr. Tidjane Thiam. Mr. Thiam, you said earlier that one of Prudential's global expertise in the Sharia financial business with footprints in Middle East and Asian markets. And what I'm wondering is, what is exactly contributes to the growth of Sharia financial business and also for the insurance, Sharia insurance?
We everywhere we operate, the first thing we do is listen to the customer. You know that our ads say always listening, always understanding. You can only understand if you listen. And people are different all over our planet. So we are active in a number of countries with a large Muslim population. You've mentioned the Middle East. We're also very active in Malaysia, very active in Indonesia. And we knew through our research and our dialogue with the customers that there was a demand from Muslims for products that respect their beliefs and their religion. So what we do is that we structure products, for instance, that will not invest in banks or companies that charge interest, because that is not approved of by Islam.
But how do you see the current condition compared to what already growing in Malaysia, for instance?
We think the conditions are fine, really. We don't really have any major difficulty. We have a close dialogue with the regulator. When I've been here, I went to see the regulator on Tuesday. We talk about everything, and we feel that we get a good quality of relationship, and people listen to our concerns and always looking for solutions. So it's a good context, and I am very confident that it's going to grow. We're leading the way. I'm sure other companies will follow, and this market is going to develop very well.
So what are your strategies then to further expand Sharia insurance business in Indonesia?
Well, the core of our strategy is about two things: our brand, so the Prudential brand, and distribution. So the agents are really the lifeblood of a company like us.
How do you manage these insurance agents, since they are not employees of Prudentials, but they contribute a lot to the company? You already mentioned earlier about the education, about the training for them. But how do you manage, because the number are growing?
Absolutely. The way I think about the agency force is always like a triangle or a pyramid. Okay? And the key thing is that you have to grow it at a reasonable pace. If you want to protect the quality of what you do, you have to take people at the base of a pyramid and then train them and allow them to grow and to evolve. So the best guarantee that we have is we don't go for growth for the sake of growth. What we want is quality growth. Our only asset at the end of the day is our reputation. If we compromise our reputation, we don't have a business. So there are a lot of mechanisms. The licensing of agents, all our agents are licensed. When there was a change in the regulation, we were the first company to train and license our agents before everybody else. And we're very proud of that. And we spend a lot of time making sure that they sell the right products to the right customers.
You said that they contribute, these insurance agents contribute a lot to the company. What do you consider as the biggest obstacles in managing them or in educating these agents?
It's really getting them to focus on the long term, okay, and not yielding to the temptation of maybe doing a quick sale of a product that's not very good for a customer, or that's not really what the customer needs. So the agents, we encourage them to develop a good business. They're a bit like, you said yourself, a bit like entrepreneurs. And we want to encourage them to build a business that maybe they can actually leave to their children or their family. A lot of them, we encourage them to involve their family. It becomes almost like a family business. And as you know, the best managed businesses tend to be family businesses, because then people really work in the long term. So we have all kinds of techniques to make sure that people focus on the right things. And we have a lot of experience. So we transfer the experience. We we got in other countries to train the agents and show them what works and what doesn't work.
So it's going to be continuous support and motivations for the staff and also the agents.
Exactly.
Yeah. Next, what are the key business development challenges you face in Asia, and how are you going to tackle them?
But we are people business. Our key challenge is always to find the right people to develop their business the way we want it to develop. We're very proud of the team we have here. Our CEO and all his team are really outstanding. So it's really finding more people like them, because when I tell you that we went from 800 to 70,000 agents, that means the business is more than 60 times bigger. And we know that the company is also going to be in 3, 4, 5 years, again, many times bigger. So it's thinking ahead of time and making sure we find the people who can then manage a company of that size. But it's a nice problem to have. It's a nice problem to have, but when you grow a lot and that you need to manage that growth.
Okay, we're going to take a break and then we're going to continue after the break. Dan pemirsa, kami akan segera kembali sesaat lagi, tetaplah bersama Prime Interview.
Dipersembahkan oleh
Coba dengarkan saya. Walaupun sulit, walaupun saya diam, walaupun tidak setuju, atau sudah tahu ceritanya, baik itu cerita sedih atau sudah larut malam, karena hanya dengan mendengarkan kita bisa lebih memahami.
Kami percaya solusi keuangan terbaik berawal dari mendengarkan.
Prudential, always listening, always understanding.